I think I wanted to quickly touch upon the Fetty Wap thing, just
Yeah,
because
dude. Yeah, for
that
sure.
shit is crazy, and it's not even like normally I don't really give two shits about like
These
the
guys getting
whole
arrested or whatever.
yeah, got a gun charge and they might do 6 months and shit. Like I could care less, but the fact that he's facing life, I mean, I doubt he'll get life, but if he's facing life, he still might get fucking 20 years or something.
Yeah. So I'll give a quick background. So Fetty Wap
Yeah.
was about to perform at Rolling Loud, New York, with his last week or weekend, and I think right before his performance, the feds pulled up on him and his crew, and I think he got indicted with drug trafficking, like all over America, like something like wild charges.
Heroin and fentanyl, I believe.
Yeah, dude. We were just talking about fentanyl on the last episode too, which again, if he is doing that, fuck him. But again, I really hope it's not that. But yeah, he's facing some wild charges, bro. Like, yeah, like it seems that like I feel like you don't make a mistake about this, bro. Especially if you arrest someone like right at a performance, like you want the world to know that you just did this. You know what I mean? Like the feds aren't stupid. Like they know when to do this stuff to make a fucking statement. So yeah, man, it seems that he is gonna face some serious fucking time in prison, which sucks because like he just lost his daughter. Right. He just dropped an album. There seems like there was like, again, I'm not saying trying to make a change in his life, but he was trying to like, you know, level up in the game again, right? Because I feel like he dropped that classic album back in 2014 and just made so much money, just kind of took a step back. But it seemed like he a real like true comeback. So it kind of sucks. But again, if he did all these things, like, bro, like, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's crazy to me. And I already told you this, but was one of the more likable street rappers, even like transcended over to the pop side of things. Every fucking person and their mom was playing Trap Queen,
bro. But then I think everyone. What made him like but then you realize that album had so many hits, dog.
Oh yeah, and he just dumped all 80 of them on us at once. I'm like, yo, calm the fuck down. Do you have like 5 more albums?
Dude, it was like every single that came out, and then that song, like the one song that like had the Drake feature, like on the remix,
My Way or whatever.
Oh my god, bro.
That
like,
shit. When I first heard that, I almost threw up. Like in a good way.
In a good way, yeah, in a phenomenal way, bro. And like, yeah, and like, you know, physically he has like the fucked up eyes. So, like, there's like you just appreciate someone who like on the surface you probably wouldn't think would become this and became, dude, it. Like Fetty Wap was known worldwide. So to think 6 years later, you know, you lose a daughter, you have a family depending on you, you have a bunch of kids that are depending on you, and like you were trying to get your career back on track, like fuck, man, that would suck for the hip hop culture as a whole if this shit sticks.
So I mean, if he did this, do you think it has to do with his money running low in comparison to his lifestyle, or do you think it has to do with greed and just seeing an easy opportunity and him thinking he would essentially get away with it?
Yeah, dude. So this is the thing. We were just talking about offline because I sent Blair a thing about Chad Ochocinco's like net worth. Okay, you don't want to judge a book by its cover, bro. But I can only go based off like all documentaries I've seen about like athletes going broke. Like there's something about like you being in early 20s and becoming a fucking millionaire that always ends up poorly for you, right? Like it's just like millionaire like around like, you know, late 30s because they over time learn how to, you know, work their money. So he was young as fuck when he got all his money, bro. So I would only think it was that his funds ran low. He still wanted to keep up with the perception or take care of his family. He's like, let me find other ways to make, you know, money, like serious money, while also trying to get my career back on track to keep up with it, right? Because I feel like at the end of the day, like these rappers have to have a certain style, like to keep up with the Joneses, quote unquote. So yeah, if I had to guess out of those two options you gave me, I would say like his funds ran low and he had to like keep up with what he thought was like a standard in the industry.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. And every time I hear these stories, I'm just like, yo, but when this shit takes off, I'm gonna be like the squarest money saving motherfucker. I'm gonna brag about maybe some property we own or something. But I'm not. I'd be damned if I make millions and go broke.
Yeah, bro, that's the wild thing, bro. And again, I mean, I see some of that in me. That's why I'm trying to get better with my finances. Like, I'm grateful for the house that I've been able to, knock on wood, have for a year now and like have no issues. But like, yeah, it's wild because people forget like as your income increases, so is the ability you to purchase other things.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like just because you make more money doesn't mean you're actually rich. Because I know like a lot of people making 65 grand, they're in a phenomenal position because they just live very below their means. Whereas when people start making serious money, they're like, well, I can buy everything now. It's like, to kind of like Wes's point, like if you can't buy it twice, I'm not fucking signing that lease. You know what I mean? So it's interesting, bro. And again, he was making a lot of money, bro. And there was videos of him buying all his boys like BMWs. And then you're like, fuck, I can see a trend here. So it just sucks though, bro. Because when I say that shit, like I was shook. I was like, bro, this just happened. What the fuck?
And what's sad too is there's probably a lot of people around him who are gonna turn their backs and be like, well, shit, he can't do anything for me anymore. So I'm out. Won't even give him a visit in jail, probably.
Yeah, bro. Yo, you know what's weird? In doing not the research, but like reading the article from TMZ about him, I didn't realize he's from Jersey. I don't know. There's something about his flow that I always says like a Southern rapper for some reason. I didn't realize he's like.
Yeah, he definitely has that aura. I knew he's from Jersey only because I'm pretty sure like in a lot of his singles and shit, he mentions Jersey and all kinds of shit. But he definitely has that more like Southern auto-tuney kind of flow.
Yeah, just like most dudes from Jersey and New York don't have dreads like that. Like it just wasn't a thing,
right?
You know what I mean? So, shout out to him, bro. Again, if he's innocent, hope that comes out. I hope it's a misunderstanding, bro. But I can't see the feds just like,
no, there's no way they make mistakes.
You know what I mean? Like this is because then imagine, bro, it looks bad on them if they made a mistake at one of the biggest festivals in the country, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's not like some small ass show in like fucking Throgs Neck, New York. Like this is a fucking the biggest show like of the fall or winter, whatever. Like this is you can't miss on this one, bro. You got to be all in, and I think they were all in on this one. So
I don't know much about law, but I've time and time again on the internet I see people say like if the feds got you, they have enough evidence to
right. They're not wasting. Like they're not gonna like it's not petty crime shit. Like they have way bigger fish to fry. So that means like this dude must have been pushing serious weight if they're gonna get involved at this level. So again, hopefully it works out. We'll report it.